Well, hello, dear viewers, and why do I look like that? Okay, excuse me. Like that. I look horrible. Okay, now. Very, very big welcome to this very, very special live stream. It's the first anniversary live stream of my channel. September 26th of last year was featuring Mr. Conspiracy Cats. Due to personal reasons, he could not arrive here today, but I'm sure he's sending you his best wishes. But today I have other wonderful guests, but as usual, my co-hosts Stefan and we have Bertil. Okay, and just like last year, my drink is this. It's gin and grapefruit. There's actual gin in it. It's 5.5%. I really like it. Now, I have invited and gathered up a few guests. Some of whom I am still expecting to arrive a bit later tonight. Where do we have? Okay. Hello. We have Mr. Fortitude.
Good evening. Hello.
How are you doing today?
I'm great, thank you. Yourself?
Doing good.
Otherwise, congratulations on 1 year of your channel.
Yes, it's quite and this in the stream, the one below me, we do not have Mr. Mercury from Beyond the Grave. But who are you behind that picture, Mr. Ghost? Who are you?
Wait, can't you tell? I am actually Freddie Mercury. Yeah, as you can. Yeah, I'm Super Ghost UK. Sadly, I'm not Freddie Mercury. Only one person can be really that awesome.
Yeah, precisely.
But yeah, congratulations on reaching such a huge milestone.
Yes, it's not every day, and as of right now, I have, let me check, 73 subscribers right now. And then in the stream, you can see next to me is Mr. Fortitude on some galactic and Enterprise, I would assume.
Absolutely, that's the USS Enterprise bridge.
Yeah. Okay. Before we go any further, please like and subscribe. And there are links in the description box on YouTube, and I surely hope you check those out. There are links to the YouTube channels of my guests tonight, including Mr. Fortitude. He has a wonderful channel. Okay, and if you have any questions, comments, please ask them, write them in the side chat both on YouTube and Twitch. We have, as of right now, we have 4 watching on YouTube and 1 on Twitch. Okay. Anyway, I told you my viewers a bit about Mr. Fortitude, but could you tell something about yourself?
Okay.
Yourself.
Yeah, sure. I am a YouTuber, I guess. I started about 6 months ago. I started out with camera videos, but it was a bit boring to do. It's not something I love to do. I want a bit more intellectual challenge, so I started debunking flat earthers. I'm originally from the Netherlands, but currently live in Germany. And I'm married and have a kid at home as well, who is 3 years old.
Wonderful.
That's basically me.
Wonderful. Okay. There we go. And this is wonderful. And the guests tonight, as you can see from the links down in the description, and if you've been following my channel long enough, you'll know that all of these wonderful people have been guests on my channel at one point. I think the most recent guest is Mr. Super Ghost UK. We talked about Freddie Mercury and his cultural legacy. How did you come about this being so much into stuff regarding Freddie Mercury, and how long ago?
Well, I personally I blame my cousin, because being German myself, and actually my cousin is mixed race.
Mm-hmm.
His father's from Madagascar, his mother's from Germany, and we'd always play about, watch movies, and he'd put Wayne's World on TV, and I just completely fell in love with Queen, and how, like, as a child, everything was just so much more impressionable. It soaked up my brain, just soaked everything up.
It's something when you're young, you get young and impressionable.
Exactly.
You get all these funny ideas from, say, your mate at school, or cousin, as in this case cousins. You got some funny ideas from your cousin.
I've got to be quite honest. I had quite a fortunate upbringing. I was always around people from all walks of life.
Uh-huh.
You name it: Chinese, Jamaican, African. I think the only thing I wasn't brought up around was American. But yeah, it's just
which is the root of all the evil in many ways.
Yeah. And then I don't know. But from there on, I got into gaming and like Ozzy Osbourne and movies. And
when would this have been? What time scale? What time scale are we talking about?
So I probably first listened to Queen when I was maybe about 6.
Uh-huh.
Maybe before then, but I not that I would have remembered. And then sort of growing up listening to like Queen, Meatloaf, Buddy Holly, Elvis, you name it.
Meatloaf is always something to go with.
Yeah, like you can't go wrong with him.
In your CD player, not on your plate. Anyway, please go on.
And then I kind of sort of grew up on video games and music and movies. And then I got to admit, I kind of drifted away from Queen, sort of in my early teens. And then there was a documentary about Queen. I think it was, oh God, I must have been about 14 or 15 at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And it basically, it was everything about, like, they interviewed Elton John and you name it, and how Queen and Freddie impacted them. And it completely drew me back in. I was 6 years old again, and I completely fell in love again.
Why not?
Yeah.
And Mr. If I remember correctly, you do not have a YouTube channel, but Mr. Fortitude does. So what you do on your channel is just, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's just pointing and laughing at flat earthers and the lot, and then with science of course.
Exactly, but it's not just flat earthers. Yesterday I took one video from Gina Maria Colvin Hill. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the name.
Mm-mm.
She is very famous for being a nut job on the YouTube. She has videos like Jeff Bezos is an alien and reptilian. That's what I did yesterday. Yeah, I'm not kidding. And another really religious person that was talking about flat Earth. So there was a combination of religion and flat Earth. Who doesn't even get the facts straight. She was talking about the tombstone of a very famous NASA engineer, and there was a Bible verse from Genesis listed there. We all know that Werner von Braun had Psalms on his tombstone and not Genesis.
Why? I mean, why? What I really don't understand when it comes to the stuff that I do on my channel and the stuff you do. Why are there always these fucking Genesis nut jobs? They're just biblical wackos who always tend to just absolutely love and adore Genesis and Leviticus. I've had people come to me quoting Leviticus, stone the gays to death and the shit, so it's not why you do so much different. Your stuff is so different from mine, but still the same nut jobs come to both of us.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, in my case, I actually look for them. They don't come to my channel. That is a bit different.
You take them to your channel.
Yeah, exactly.
They try to run away, but you go hunt them down and drag them back.
Yeah, exactly. For example, the channel that I covered, Soldier of Gods, is her YouTube channel. She only had, at the moment I found her, I think 13 subscribers.
Mm-hmm.
And I did a video on her. So yeah, it's really me hunting them.
Well, it's you, but it's these. I don't like to talk too much about religion. I try to avoid it, but sometimes I just can't help it. But it seems that these religious whack jobs, they buy into pretty much every single conspiracy theory that they come across with. They get into flat Earth, anti-vax, anti-mask, anti-restriction, anti-everything. All these conspiracy and anti-moon landing shit as well. So take a conspiracy, they'll believe it. Just
what I think they try to do is take a conspiracy, match it with some verse in the Bible they can find, and then believe it.
Yeah.
There is one step in between, I think.
I think it's probably just maybe confirmation bias, possibly.
Yeah, because those verses that they quote are multi-interpretational, and you can make other stuff with it as well. Even complete opposites at times.
Precisely. What do you their traditional playing ground, or the sandbox where they bully each other and cry like babies when the other denomination thinks they are right. Have you seen any difference between what the atheist whack jobs or non-religious, irreligious whack jobs and the religious whack jobs are like in your field?
That's kind of hard to say, because on the subject that I cover, a lot of them don't even express if they are religious or not, and it doesn't always shine through in what they say. So I don't really have an answer. I only notice it when they talk about the religion.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, you're a real nut job if you go that and that. But for the others, they talk about flat Earth, for example, and don't mention the Bible whatsoever. I cannot conclude that they don't believe. I don't know.
Of course. Okay. How do you see the, and these? But in my case, there is in my theme or realm, there's a clear difference between these who like to be base their views on the religious reasons, and the a-religious, or those who do not make religious arguments. In my case, because most of them are, in my case, not all, but most are these religious type of whack jobs. I had the video about Canada trying or having a go at banning conversion therapy. So I had one person come in the comment section after the stream, and on religious basis trying to point out why it's necessary, the conversion therapy, and that they wanna go there. But later on, and they stated religious reasons. And then I had another whack job come in who stated different reasons, but similar reasons for a-religious. But for the vast majority in my realm is the religious whack jobs. But later on, it turned out that this person most likely was a huge troll, because I had the same username in another video. Then later on, a few months on, not so long ago, and it was funny. It was really funny. So do you in Mr. Fortitude, in your end, do you see a lot of these? A lot of this HIV pandemic thing goes on in my field. How much of the whack jobs, like those AIDS denialists or of the sorts, how much of that do you see in your field?
To be fair, I haven't seen any of that. But then I must also admit that I haven't been looking for that. There has been about a month or something that I was looking at anti-corona and anti-vaxxers. So there might be some overlap there on other videos of those people. I don't know about it, but I just haven't searched for it. Beyond that, I went straight to flat Earth, and that is just the topic that will not come on the table, of course, because it has nothing related whatsoever.
What's your gut feeling?
If they are as stupid about that as they are about corona, because a lot of flat earthers are against vaccinations.
Yes.
Then I guess there is a lot of anti-HIV talks there as well. I just haven't seen it. But my gut feeling says, I think it's there.
Okay. And so, Mr. Super Ghost, in obviously, Freddie died of AIDS, as we all know, at the age of was it 45, I think. How do you see from your perspective the I wouldn't say controversy, but perhaps I wouldn't say controversy, but some would say it's a controversy that regarding AIDS and all the conspiracies that went on with when Freddie got sick, which was back in the 80s. How do you see the developments from there on?
To be honest, there's always been reality deniers. Like you can explain everything to them to the T. You can, and they'll just ignore everything as long as it suits. If it doesn't suit their narrative, then they'll ignore it.
Of course.
And it's like going back to the whole Genesis thing. I was actually going to throw in a little a musical joke. Like, if a religious person says, "Oh, but in Genesis," you can say, "Oh, the one with Phil Collins."
Yeah.
Oh my God. I have what are you? I have the meme somewhere on my computer, but I just, for the love of me, I can't remember where it is.
The drums one.
Yeah. Yeah, I just pushed it there. I think I can't find it. It's somewhere. It's somewhere that I just do not know where it is. I don't know. Anyway, I do have it somewhere. I have a huge amount of all these fun memes. Like, I got like probably a gig or two of just memes on my computer because reasons.
Okay, not gonna ask.
I think like one person that covered sort of AIDS denialism and all this nonsense is a channel called Miles Power. He's got a little. It's quite an old series now where he debunks all these AIDS deniers, and it's
okay.
I haven't watched all of them, but I have watched. I don't know, maybe about three out of 6.
Oops. Excuse me.
That's all right.
Okay, I have to put the stream on hold. Sorry.
Yeah, it looked a bit wanky.
Okay.
Wanky wonky. That's fine.
Please hold. Well, here we go. I'm truly sorry for the technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen, but that is how it sometimes goes. What would live streaming be without technical difficulties?
It's a part of life.
Part of life, yeah.
It is.
Oh, not what I was supposed to do. Oh. Okay, just this is something that happens. We have another issue. Okay.
I think you lost me.
Yes, I know I lost you.
Okay.
Okay. Okay,
It's fine.
let's.
Don't worry about it.
Let's. I'm truly sorry, lovely people. Okay. Oh. Yes, now we have it. Thank you very much. If I were to be religiously inclined, I would say hallelujah. But
And we have Liam in the chat.
oh, Liam in the chat. Hello, hello. How are you, Liam? How are you doing today? And OMG, we got 6 watching live on YouTube and 1 on Twitch. Please make yourselves known, just other than Mr. Fortitude and Liam. How's Liam? How are you doing, mate? I hope you're doing absolute. Bonjour, says Super Ghost. You guys are, honestly, you're so much fun. Even if I wasn't drinking this, because otherwise it was good that I actually asked the two of you to join me in here today and in the live shows. I just want to try this trick because now that Liam this is Liam. This is not beer. It's gin and grapefruit juice. This is a Finnish invention. You can't get this anywhere else, except in the Tallinn harbor in the tax free. Well, it's not tax free anymore, but you get cheap liquor there. You can get this one there at the ferries to Sweden, maybe in border towns up north, but mainly in Finland. This, as I understand it, came to be around during the Helsinki Olympics in 1952. So it's been a number of years. Hei, mitä kuuluu? No, paskaaks tässä saatana? Well, okay, nothing much, Liam. Okay, I just wanna, now that Liam is here, and I maybe don't have to ask his permission, I have to try this. There we are. Yeah. Sorry, I have my sudden urges to perhaps try things that.
Ooh, what does this button do?
What does this button do? Yes. I just love playing with the gadgets. I got I just love this. Just having, laughs and giggles here. Zombie Liam. Liam says, I've been on those ferries. Non-alcoholic drink don't sell too well. Well, no, they do not. No, they do not. It's been. There are in the last time I saw any actual in restaurants. The last time I saw any alcohol-free products other than some shitty beers that taste like warm piss was a tiny bottle of alcohol-free champagne or sparkling wine or something, and that tiny bottle costs like in a bar which wasn't. It was a medium grade bar or a medium, just an average bar, okay, and a dance restaurant. It was like well over 10 euros for 12 centiliters of sparkling wine. They didn't even pour that shit for you in the glass. They just took a glass and took it out of the fridge and gave you the unopened bottle, even with the folio or the aluminium foil on the bottle. They didn't even open it for you. Gave you the unopened bottle and a filthy glass, and go drink it yourself, pour it yourself. But that's how it goes with trying to purchase alcohol-free drinks in Finland. I mean, elsewhere you would actually get, but actually here on my channel, my viewers have seen that I typically drink quality Belgian beers of high quality. So it's something that I do. And I try to get a bit better beers for my live streams. Well, that's a bit of potato. Depends on who you ask. Mr. Fortitude, what is your favorite drink? Do you drink, and if so, what's your favorite?
I hardly ever drink, actually. That's mostly because, I think COVID, that means I go out less. But I actually don't miss it. I just don't drink much at home. I think on average I do it once every 6 weeks or something for an evening, a little bit. But then I'm just an idiot and buy the cheapest beer that I can get. It's not that bad. They have Paderborner beer that is very cheap. I think it's €1 for half a liter. Yeah, it works for me.
Are we? Hang on. Where are we? There. I'm just trying to get the chat from my. Yes, I'm just trying. Yeah, I just popped out the YouTube live chat because, just in case we get some abusive comments, I have it available right there and then. And if there
I keep an eye on it as well, but all fine.
Yeah. I have it open here now. So anyway, Super Ghost, what do you drink? And if so, what's your favorite drink? What are you pour?
I'm a bit similar to Mr. 42. I rarely drink, but if I do, it's probably Foster's or maybe some Baileys or something, or Irish coffee. Quite like Irish coffee.
Yeah. I, as previously stated, I drink only Belgian. I typically drink only Belgian beers. These Trappist beers, like Leffe and Chimay and the sorts. But I'm not limited to just Belgian beers. There's because it's insanely expensive here in Finland. For example, a bottle of 330 milliliters bottle, it's like half a pint, almost half a pint. But 330 milliliters. It's one excellent Belgian beer. It's like €8. So, because the taxation on alcohol and petrol is insanely high. Recently, I paid €1.77 per liter when I got some petrol for my car. So it's insanely expensive and all that. But yeah, I tend to buy excellent but a bit cheaper, maybe €4 or €5 a bottle. 3 or 4 euros, something there, Belgian beers. But even you Dutch people make good beer.
Yeah, they do. What I prefer if I'm in the Netherlands is Hertog Jan. It's one of the good.
What kind of stuff is that?
That is one of the good pilsners from the south. Of course, we all know Heineken and blah blah. Export Heineken is different than
the one you
Heineken
get in the Netherlands. Yes.
Yeah, it is not a bad beer in the Netherlands, but it's very
basic.
Very basic. It's not bad at all, but unlike that export crap.
Is Konings still a good beer? Liam goes on to ask.
I think it is, but I am not very familiar with it. I do know the name, but I cannot tell you more about it actually. So sorry about that. I cannot really answer.
Well, you can't always get what you want, you know. So, you've been kind enough to post. I used to drink that in Antwerp in the 90s. Antwerp is a nice town. I've been there a few times. Once or twice maybe, at least when I lived in Belgium. Okay.
I don't know if Mr. 42 has this experience in Germany, but they just drink near enough everything.
Oh yeah.
The German beer itself isn't that good. It's okay, but like they just drink everything. It's like where I'm from, because I come from the Black Forest area. You get the Black Forest Ghetto, so you're welcome, everyone. Yeah, Black Forest Ghetto. Yeah. My people made it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The best thing in the world.
Best thing in the world, I guess. Yes, but Germans are good at beer as well, aren't they?
They're good at measuring beer. They're not the best at making beer. They just drink an awful lot. If you go there in Oktoberfest, the glasses they use, they're not exactly made for human consumption. They're more for elephants.
They are made for German consumption.
Yeah, exactly.
Are we claiming that Germans are not humans?
Yeah, probably
they are
not.
a special kind of human.
Yeah.
Let's say it that way.
They have special needs. Liam, special needs kids.
As a German, I can agree.
Yeah. Liam says, I played as a part of a jazz duo in little bars in Antwerp. They really appreciated live music. Belgians typically Uber.
Where does that come from, Liam?
Random words. Castle.
Uber wunderbar.
Das ist aber wunderbar.
Uber wunderbar. Yes. Okay. Okay. We are still, if I may, waiting for a few viewers. Sorry. Yes, we are waiting for viewers here. Come on, watch this shit. But a few members of the panel here. But okay. So, Liam, what are you talking about with Uber? Germans, Uber glasses, Uber drinkers, Uber humans.
That last part is a bit tricky.
Yeah, it depends on who you ask, really.
No, if you talk about Germans, that's not something you should say.
Yeah,
I'll tell you one thing. In the when Prussia was still about, the term "biting a bullet," what they would do is the Prussian army. To be recruited for the Prussian army, you had to be, I think it's over 6 foot tall. You had to bend a bayonet with your bare hands, and you had to be able to put a dent in a bullet with your bare teeth. That's I'm not sure how
the fuck
accurate
is that
that
even
is.
possible?
But that was the whole point of having, rather than having really skilled soldiers or having a brilliant general, apparently they were sort of more like, put really overpowered people on the field and hope for the best. It's like, bullets don't care how strong you are.
Yeah. It just had to be a numbnut to become a highly respected. I mean, does this imply that you had to be an absolute numbnut to become just plain and good stupid to become a good soldier. What do you think?
I think that they were just hoping that the strongest of the strong applied, but the generals just I think it was the Kaiser or whoever it was. They were just it was a bit of a stupid move. But the guy at the Battle of Waterloo? He was a bit the Prussian general. He was a bit of a lunatic.
Okay. Yeah, I think that. Yeah. Carry on. I'm trying to find something that I actually just came across very recently as a meme, but I can't.
Somewhere within those 2 gigabytes.
Yeah. So something of of that nature.
By the way, Liam, I was on the move, and it was a blanket behind me on the wall, and it did look like a ghost. I did see it.
Yeah, it's got Mr. Super Ghost is in 2 places at once.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you didn't know about that. I'm Doctor Who.
Oh, that's fine then.
If that. Okay. Here we go. Okay, I'll get that to the stream deck, if I may. Okay. If I may just. Okay. Where do I have it? Window capture. Yeah.
It doesn't matter, Liam. I can just reboot myself anyway, and always good.
Yeah. Okay. If this kind of has to do with what Super Ghost and I talked about recently in our live chats on my channel. So okay, there. Hang on. What? If I just. I don't know how to do this. It's because it's because I'm just too stupid to know how to do these things. There even.
Ignorance is not stupidity. Don't forget it.
Yeah, ignorance. But sometimes you might say ignorance is bliss, perhaps. I don't know.
For other things, yeah?
Yeah, among other things, yes. Now I think what I. Okay. Okay. Another one bites the dust. I mean, I'll share it.
Oh.
Yep.
This is something that it's my just really bad humor.
Was that visible on YouTube as well?
Huh?
Was that visible on YouTube or only
Yeah,
in Zoom?
that was visible in
Yeah.
YouTube as well.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, but that just goes on. Oh, Mr. Fortitude, damn it, you went missing again. Okay.
Yeah, he's just rebooting.
Just reboot me and I'll be fine.
I'll just take us off. I'll be right back for a moment. And Mr. Fortitude is back.
Hey.
This time it didn't take so goddamn long. Okay, what do we have? Liam is opening a bottle of Birra Moretti. I would assume that is an Italian beer.
Oops.
Play the hologram safe. Yeah, just Mr. Fortitude is just so goddamn hot that everything just melts and need to be rebooted every now and then.
That was true until I cleaned the laptop on the inside.
Yeah, precisely. And Liam apparently does did like the photo, the Another One Bites the Dust. There are other memes as well here at play when it comes to Queen memes. But I think this Another One Bites the Dust is one of the most epic things that you could possibly get from Queen memes. That's the king of Queen memes. I would. Oh, who do we have there?
She wanted to say hello.
A little being.
Hello.
Little Miss 42.
We call her Miss 21 actually.
Uh-huh.
On streams. Not in reality.
Uh-huh. Alright. Okay. Miss 21. Yeah.
Oh.
Such a lovely darling.
Wait. I'm stuck. Yeah.
Sometimes you get stuck.
Opa, I unstuck myself, so that's good.
So, by the way, Mr. Fortitude, I can see that you have the small microphone there. Do you always use it? I haven't really paid attention.
I always use it, except for the first few videos that I did. But I used a headset before. But I didn't like the idea of a hologram with a headset. That's kind of pointless. Yeah, that's kind of contradictory.
Mm-hmm.
So I bought this one for €4.
€4, okay.
Yeah. The day after I checked Amazon, it was up to 12, and still is 12 or 10 about that. But it's a USB microphone. It works perfectly. I use it all the time, even for streams.
Okay. Well, that's quite handy, because what I use is one of these. It's one of these bulky ones that goes on your table.
Yeah, it's probably a better quality than mine.
Yeah, could be. I don't know. I haven't really. What the specs looked good to me at least. You just must remember that I'm an amateur, and I know hardly anything about the audio.
I am currently on the market for a real streamer and recording microphone. Inside joke, I'm just waiting for the next NASA paycheck.
NASA
As a joke. In reality, I'm just waiting for the next month to come, and then I'm gonna buy myself, I think, a Blue Yeti. That seems to have good reception.
if you heard noise, that was my my partner just popping in the room.
Oh, and if you heard noise from my side, it was my daughter.
Your daughter, okay. Also, my partner has actually been on my channel twice.
Oh, I've missed that.
Yes.
The Japanese candy.
Yeah, just Japanese snacks
Yeah,
live stream.
yeah, that was really good.
Which is quite really fun actually. It's yeah, I think we can, and I've had it. I've had her with in the Japanese snacks video, as well as, let's have a look. It was a live show, but I can't remember it had something to do with, you know, the EU out with LGBTIQ freedom zones, which was a response to the Polish towns and communities declaring themselves LGBTQI free, which is one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. And then the European Commission came out with this idea of declaring the entire European Union as a LGBTIQ free zone, a freedom zone. Sorry. Okay, and perhaps I think what we can do is go and watch things from my YouTube channel, because it's, after all, the channel's first anniversary. Perhaps I'll go for what went on 1 year ago today. Okay, I'll bring up brah. Oh, brah. Okay, that's, if I just okay. Because my computer is running a bit slow as of right now. Due to reasons I... No, okay. Well, I'll just... Okay, I'll just do what I can. Done what I can now. And I'll screen share for my guests. Guests here. Okay, share screen. Screen.
Hey, cats.
Okay. Okay. We are. Let's have a look. No, upside H.
And to me, I wouldn't do that with somebody who wasn't gay. I wouldn't do that with somebody who wasn't bisexual. You know, I would say, we'll go out into assembly and tell everybody who you pulled over the weekend. I wouldn't do that.
I don't hear anything.
And so, and I'm just a little bit unsure on where you draw the line with that. You know, to me, I would just accept everybody as they are. And if somebody come and told me they were gay or lesbian, I would take that exactly the same way as if they told me, you know, they like playing basketball as opposed to ballet dancing or whatever. And then you have.
Huh?
Okay.
What?
They can hear it in YouTube, but here on Zoom it is quiet.
Yeah, they can. Yes, I'll. Share sound. Okay.
You know, you just accept it. You have that non-judgmental environment and just let them be who they want to be. Let them figure out what they want to figure out. But I don't think I'd want to drive to make a bigger issue of that.
And we have a okay. There we go. That what was with Mr. Katz. With Mr. Katz. Yeah. Okay, and I think that was okay. It was loud. All right. There's nothing I can do about that right now. Okay. That Mr. Okay, we have Mr. Fortitude in the YouTube stream as well. Okay. Now, I think, in my opinion, now that we've been losing Mr. Fortitude from the live chat too many times, the live stream from my stream. I use Streamlabs OBS for streaming. Yes, so I'm more enlightened even. That's okay. Let's go for what Mr. 42 had to say on my channel. Okay, I won't start sharing to the Zoom meeting. You can watch it through YouTube. Yes. Okay. Let's go. In the Dutch queer history, back then everyone obviously had to be in the closet and hide who they really are, at least a common folk. My Dutch isn't strong enough to go. Let's have in the 19 early
speak very much.
Are allowed. I wanna when I wanna have this same that was mentioned in. Okay, let's take from the very beginning. This is okay. I was oh, what? Okay, excuse me. Let's get to something.
Then I have to switch.
Now we can hear you.
Okay.
Hey, now I will get you to the live stream. Okay, very, very good. How are you, Arthur?
I am very well, thank you. Nice to be here again.
It's been a good while, and it's unfortunately, yeah. Now, I say you've been working a lot, haven't you?
Yeah, I've been working, and I'm still working really overtime, not just full time.
But over time, yeah. Oh, yeah, I feel it. Okay, especially if you go in a long time.
By the way, Heidi, what's happening?
Streamlabs OBS. Okay, now we are ready. We're back. Hello, everyone. Okay, we have something of a new development in this live stream. We have a new person. Let's have a look. Who it is? Who is it? Introduce yourself, Mr. Weber.
Hello, everyone. I'm Arthur Weber, and I'm joining from Romania.
That is absolutely wonderful. Okay, Liam, we have the chat. Liam, pause screen is still on. Technical chat, yeah. And Kata, so that's my partner. I think we could hear some talk during pause. Oh my god.
Ooh, insight.
Ooh. Inside knowledge. Did you actually hear what we were talking about in the stream? Because if you did, I have to fix what I'm the way I'm doing this shit. Okay. Anyway, Arthur, how much you been doing?
Well, I've just arrived half an hour ago from a trip I took this weekend. I've been away in the northern part of the country, in a region called Maramuresh.
No, sounds interesting.
And
Please proceed.
I took a road trip. I drove up there. It was there and back about 500 kilometers or so.
Oh, that's.
Anyway, it was really fun.
Did you have work stuff or
No. It was just to go and relax a bit.
Did you have a special someone with you?
Yeah, of course.
Of course, as always. Anyway, at this point, the stream's been going an hour and 13 minutes and a bit. I wish to make an announcement on the development of my channel. As you probably, if you have checked the description box down below, and or the front page of my YouTube channel, you may have noticed that my channel Hades Corner has now a Patreon page. I launched it. I built this up earlier this week and decided that today would, as it's bit of it's the first anniversary. I thought that I'd launch it now. And there is also something that I haven't mentioned, but some of you may have noticed in the description box with the links. There's a link to my channel's PayPal. So these are now available if you go and check what the Patreon holds, and if you find something interesting, please do what is necessary. Okay. So, anyway, the live stream with which I had with Arthur was let me have a look. It was quite a while back. Hang on. Because I've had actually 2 pages now of, because this is my 54th live stream. So my live stream with the first live stream I had with Arthur was 17th of October last year. So it's been a little while since Arthur came on to my channel. Perhaps we could have a listen on what Arthur and I had a chat about. Okay, let's go. Go. And this is the 4th ever live stream on my channel. This first one. Okay, let's talk. Let's have
The panel.
Okay, let's go. And I'll take share screen to. Okay, that. Okay.
Sexual acts resulted in serious injury of physical integrity or health, the penalty is imprisonment from 3 to 10 years. And if it results in death or suicide of the victim, the penalty is between 7 and 15 years.
and
That's quite
inciting.
hefty.
Yeah, and inciting or encouraging a person to practice homosexual intercourse shall be punished with imprisonment from 1 to 5 years. So homosexuality was criminalized during the Ceausescu regime.
Okay, and there we are. Mr. Weber having some inside knowledge into the inner workings of the Ukrainian Romanian society. But which I'm very, very glad about. Okay, go there. Oops, we have Mr. Weber missing here too on. There we are. It's been a year. It has gone very quickly, hasn't it, Mr. Weber?
Yeah, it's been actually 11 months. Right
11
now,
months,
so.
yes.
Because
Well,
that's what it says on YouTube.
Yes, 11 months ago, precisely. And the second one was
6 months ago.
6 months ago, which was named. Okay, let me bring that.
Talk of LGBT plus Finland and Romania featuring Arthur Weber. That's the title of the
Yes,
video.
that is the name of the title. No, or the live stream. Let's bring. Okay, that. And this is what it looks like to all you dear viewers. Okay. This is a bit large screen. Okay, so it's been a good year, as we can see here. Miss Liam says inciting homosexuality is really a thing in some people's minds. Yes.
It has been back then, yes.
And
and in some people's mind it still is. I mean,
actually, we all know that Finland is considered a very, very liberal country and a safe place to be queer. But did you know that up until the reform of the criminal code in 1999, inciting to homosexual acts was a crime in Finland? It's when homosexuality was decriminalized in, I think it was 1971, I think, it was still due to the bitching around of certain political parties that actually still exist and try to do the same things even now, 50 years on, 40 years, 50 years on. At their demand, there was still a remnant from the banning of homosexuality in Finland up until 1999, which is weird. That it was okay to be gay. Okay, just do it however you want. But if you incite if you ask your partner, do you wanna fuck me? That's a crime. So incitement to homosexual acts. So well, hey, we have 7 viewers and one sticking it up in now 6. Okay, but 7 viewers at the moment. But Arthur, you said you have been working too much. you shouldn't
Yeah.
be working too much. You know, that's bad. That's bad, MK. But
A new comment from Liam Wakefield. Sorry, Judge. I'm not really gay. I was incited by someone I met in a gay bar.
exactly. That you know, that I guess that might have happened sometimes. Mhm. I don't know. It's
Yeah, maybe
it's
maybe
fine.
that person was probably a bi-curious or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
If he accepted to get incited.
Yeah. Precisely. Wouldn't that be like soliciting at that point, you know? I mean, yeah. It's been really, really super fun. Really fun year, and there's much more to say on my channel. That's why I started the Patreon. I started the PayPal. There is a few have noticed that I made videos about this 900-year-old grave site that was found back in 1968 in Finland, actually quite very near from where my grandfather's family is from. Not far, just maybe 10 kilometers or so, where they found the remains of a person buried with female or what clothes that would have been typical to a female of the time, but and they were buried on a feathers and etc. They had jewelry, but they had two swords, one of which was hiltless and was placed in the grave at the time of burial, and later on they then someone deposited another sword. But throughout the years, in archaeological findings, the scientists looking into it, they've tended to classify the gender or the sex of the deceased based on the clothing material and the jewelry and the swords, etc. But at the time, this was 1040 between 1040 and 1137 AD when this grave was dug with two swords and all this kind of spectacular signs of a burial of an honorable and a respected person, highly respected person. But when the Finnish scientists, and I think that they had two German scientists as well, they published a peer-reviewed article in the European Journal of Archaeology, which can be found at cambridge.org and the description boxes of those videos. They looked into it. This wasn't a female. They found by analyzing aDNA or ancient DNA, they found that this person, who was thought to be female based on grave goods, actually had sex chromosomal aneuploidy XXY, Klinefelter syndrome. And this person would have been assigned male at birth and raised a male, but this person would have had female like breast breast growth, etc., as an adult, but it was an assigned male at birth person. So, I I will be having a live stream about the use of ancient DNA in determining the sex chromosomes and determining the biological sex of the person. So Liam, no, Suomi warrior princess, not exactly. So it seems that this clearly intersex person was highly respected in their community 1,000 years ago, or 900 years ago. So it's interesting. Have you come across anything like this, Arthur, in Romanian science, or Romanian perhaps medieval grave findings?
No, I haven't heard anything similar in Romania.
Okay. How would it look like or present? Okay, so what in general is the situation with intersex people in Romania in general?
That's
Is it really talked about? How much people the general populace tends to know?
No. There's nothing publicly being reported at all about intersex people.
Would it be
or transgender people?
Yeah, this is something I've talked about on my channel before. How about in the Netherlands, Germany, UK, regarding this sort of ancient grave findings, and has there been any publicized cases in regarding like Viking findings in the north of England, east coast of Scotland, North Germany? Miss Fortitude, you're muted.
Sorry, I was muted. Sorry about that. Yeah, to be fair, that's not really my field of expertise. I would know if I actively go looking for that, which I haven't, so I'm not able to answer this, unfortunately.
Super Ghost?
I was just actually reading about the timeline of LGBT history in Germany, and it is pretty grim. Like up until actually quite recently, homosexuality was punishable by death.
Yeah, it's in many countries it still is, but in civilized countries it isn't anymore, and it's not something that was. It's something that wasn't. It's not from that distant past. We're talking about just a few decades.
Yeah. I don't know if you've ever heard of a show called QI, hosted by the absolutely fantastic Stephen Fry.
I have not.
But it kind of shows you like how backwards England is, or Britain, I should say. That even I think it was either in the late 90s or the early 2000s where they actually banned owning a slave. Like they abolished the slave trade. Well, like I can't remember how long ago. Let's say like 100
years old.
Yeah, but to actually own a slave is actually quite recent.
What we're saying, where's that, like 80s, 90s?
I think even a bit more recent than that. Like, even now, Boris Johnson, as useless as he is, he keeps saying, he wants to ban conversion therapy because it's cruel and doesn't work, but he doesn't do anything about it. it's kind of like saying, "Oh, that person's getting beat up. Oh, I'm going to step in and just stand there and watch the person get beat up."
Yeah, and there's a whole other question, and I might even cover that at some points on my channel, because it's such an interesting thing. Liam Wayfield says that's a question, probably referring to what this discussion started. That's a question I will be sure to ask when I visit Jorvik Viking Center in York, that's in north of England. If I'm not completely mistaken. I did not know that there were Viking museums in the north of England, but now I do. But there aren't much Vikings perhaps in the Netherlands, Germany, and Finland. We have plenty of Viking stuff to be found and stuff. But Romania is not very famous for having Vikings. Is there any other stuff that in Romania and the surrounding area that would be comparable to Vikings?
No, there are certain areas where local traditions are probably more predominant than in others. For example, we have the Osheny in the north, and certain traditions in the Moldova region or in Dobroja. But no, there something comparable to Vikings. No.
Okay. Yeah, and there are the Goth, the Germanic tribes would have been, as I understand, would have reached as far that far south and southeast.
Yeah, we have in central Romania we have the Saxons,
mm-hmm.
and the Schwabs in the Banat region. That's southwestern Romania.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Look, I need to get some more to drink, so I'll put this on hold, this live stream.
Turns out my answers they're going
Good day.
Right,
I am back.
Oh, hello.
Okay, we.
Willkommen zurück, Heidi.
Okay, let's go. Okay, ladies and gents and others. Okay, as Mr. Fortitude would probably say, hello, gentle people. Okay. Hello. Okay. We have Liam saying, as our judicial system is based on precedent, there are many laws on the book which are completely toothless. Removing a law is a lot more trouble than just writing a new one which supersedes it. And the Vikings traded it with Asia Minor through routes along the Volga River, which brought them into contact with many cultures. What, this one is my favorite? Yeah, of Finnish alcohol beverages, this is my favorite. But when it comes
to Heidi, you were saying about Vikings in the UK. I don't know if Liam might know this better. I don't know if it's true or not. But places that end in ham they were Viking settlements. So like Birmingham, Clapham, you name it. If it ends in ham, it's apparently a Viking settlement, or was a Viking settlement.
Buckingham Palace.
Yeah, Buckingham. I guess they like their pork.
Yeah.
It was precisely on my tongue.
They're like, these British people look like pigs.
Probably Boris Johnson more than others.
Spam. Eggs, bacon, and spam. Spam, eggs, bacon, and spam. Okay. Liam, Hamburg. Whoa. Hamburger. Even though
it was actually the harbor in Hamburg that the Vikings took the ham from and spread it across the world.
Yeah. Okay, let's see if I have anything on
Hamburger Würstchen on Frankfurter Würstchen.
Yeah, precisely.
Yeah, we love our meats. Just don't tell everybody.
You love your meats.
That's the only way to really defeat us. If you take away our meats, we're useless.
Depends on who you ask. Yeah.
Yeah, we know it wasn't meant to be one word, but we took it as one word. Wordplay license.
It's kind of like what flat earthers do. They'll like take tiny bits and just fit them together. It's like, yes.
Yeah.
We should start our own German conspiracy with Hamburg.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm also quarter German, so.
Well, we'll related one way or another, aren't we?
Yeah.
Okay, I am trying something that would works or might not work. Okay, with the goes on with the chat. Okay,
I'm gonna be right back in about 10-15 minutes. Okay.
All right, do that.
See you a sec.
Okay. Okay, dear viewers, can you see this? Can you see the Discord thing next to the viewer counter? Can you see that? Is that Does that look
Yeah.
okay? Does that look at least somewhat okay? Because I'm trying to have more more integrations, shall we say, to the link. Yes, okay. Liam, can you? I'm not sure how it looks like in the chat.
It's just Discord GG UU59
Yeah.
QC4E4.
Okay. Wonderful. Okay, I'll just go and
For
check.
GG UU59.
Yeah, I'm just looking at that. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, I was just trying to be fancy. You know, I'm just trying to get, as I said, more integrations onto my channel to look
integrate
nice.
YouTube and Discord
YouTube and
everything.
actually I do have it all here on one of my other scenes here on
on OBS.
Streamlabs, but
Mhm.
I am yet to take these into use. Liam says, I'm on a 10-inch screen tablet, but so not the best to judge details. Fine.
I can read it on my television.
Depends on what kind of telly you have.
It's not very fancy. It's just one in the bedroom.
Right. Do you use it as a screen, your telly?
No, I actually don't. I just have YouTube on there right now, so I see.
Okay.
Can see what's going on there with the sound off,
Right.
of course.
Right. Okay. Because I'm not trying to. I won't even bother trying to. Yeah, I just did go and check it out in the actual live stream, but I'm not trying to have too much efforts into trying to fix anything on the YouTube side via browser, because there are limits. Even though I've got 400 megs download speed, I don't want to stress it too much during a live stream, because I don't want to fuck up my internet connection.
But I think
or you know, saturate it too much.
I think your processor and video card is eating up more resources than your network card to produce the live stream.
Yeah, well, I don't know if the NVIDIA RTX 2060 Super takes too much resources. I mean, it's not the best.
Mhm.
But I can tell you that right now my processor goes between say 66 and 73% as of right now, because I've got all the ding-dings going on, and then I've got the the ding-dings that I usually have going, and plus then getting you three to the Streamlabs and pushing it out. So, and I have an 8-core CPU, Ryzen 7 CPU. So that tells you a lot.
Yeah, it does.
But luckily it's pretty much silent, because I have because I've got liquid cooling, so it's pretty much silent.
Cool.
Great.
So, yeah, it's fun to do all this kinds of things because I don't really have to hold back too much when it comes to streaming stuff. I don't have to hold too much back. Of course, I'll have to think that consider that I might not, that I shouldn't perhaps intentionally saturate the internet connection, because I know that my partner is watching this live stream in the other room, so I know that, and I know that because this is going, I can tell you that it's going between 8 and 8.5 megs up.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to saturate it to get doing too big Kardashian things. But hey, dear viewers, Arthur has his own YouTube channel. The link is in the description box. Please check it out, watch his videos, and subscribe. And once you subscribe, I think you should just tickle the notification bell, just to get notifications when Arthur posts some spiffy content the next time. Anyway, what are the plans for your channel, Mr. Fortitude?
For the moment, I just continue on, find myself the most crazy people in the internet, and go loose on them. Point and laugh.
Point and laugh, as always. As always. And how about you, Arthur? Does your YouTube channel have a future?
I hope it will, because once I get some time to produce new content, because I haven't uploaded anything for the past
3 years.
something like that.
For a while, yes. Shall
Yeah,
we say.
for a pretty long while.
And
I really hope to.
Yeah, that is another reason why you should go and subscribe to Arthur's channel, because there will be all kinds of fun content coming up. So after my stream, go there and Mr. Fortitude. Super Ghost. I understand you do not have your own YouTube channel. Did we lose him?
No, he went to be right back for a few minutes.
Okay. Right. Okay, never mind. Okay.
I have a phone call to make. I'll be right back.
Okay. You do that. Okay, there is a commentaries from perhaps Liam Edinburgh Berg. I know I saw it too and cringed. The link, yes. Liam, the bedroom of the Enterprise, which would probably refer to Mr.
Fortitude.
Yeah, Mr. Fortitude's
telly.
background and his crew quarters. Yeah, I don't think it really looks too much of crew bedrooms. It looks like more crew quarters or command bridge. Yeah. Anyway. This Bertil has been my co-host for a good while now, and you have seen him on my channel. Actually,
Yeah, even the last time.
Yeah, I have him each time as a co-host. Okay, so we have. Let's go and have a look. Actually, I used Bertil with a green screen in the first episode about the 900-year-old grave dig sites.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I think I'll just play it here. So, okay, let's put it. Let's put it there. Okay, I'll take this off and let's put it. Okay. Do we have there we have it, the browser, sorry. Let's go to my channel. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. You have there. If I won't share it, Arthur, I won't share it to the meeting. Just check it out with SoundZone. This is my absolute favorite bit, or one of the most favorite bits on my channel.
Mm-hmm.
Psst. Hi, my name is Bertil. I think my mother left and she left the camera on, so I decided to hijack her channel.
Wow.
This episode will be about very old thing, like me, even though I'm a baby.
That's so
Watch the
lovely.
entire video, like and subscribe. Love you. Bye.
Yeah, that took some. Oops. Oop. Where am I? Okay, that took some time. A moment of time. And editing. And Mr. Fortitude is back.
Hello.
Hello.
Or as you wanted me to say, good day, gentle people.
Yes, good day, gentle people. Yeah, I hope all is well. And I just shared a bit of past material of Bertil. Him.
Aha.
Yes, and as I said,
Sorry, I missed it.
Yeah, and of course there will be more at some point. Of course, more will be there. More is to come.
So, dear viewers,
I'm back.
please hit that Patreon link and become members of Heidi's Patreon page, so she can make new content with Bertil.
Yes, precisely. Yeah. So the link is in the description box below, and as well as links to Mr. Fortitude, Arthur, and a few others who are yet to arrive. Anyway, hang on, where the fuck are we? Okay, there we go. Okay, this is an interesting time. We're literally where the fudge monkey brain do I have my hang on. There we have it. Yeah, this has been a very interesting year. And as I said, there will be actually more of him, and there will be exclusive Patreon content as well with Bertil and perhaps Stefan, who is a hedgehog who lives in the watering can. Anyway, this has been an interesting year, and there's plenty of interesting things to come. But there is time and place for everything, and I think we will probably be going within maybe 10 to 15 minutes from now, because it's been a long night and a long year. So I would it be possible for our audience to send a bit more questions our way? Comments, I can see there are six watching on YouTube and 1 on Twitch. So could you get some questions, comments our way before
we wrap up?
Yeah, before we wrap up, yes. And
I'm one of the 6, so I'm not gonna type in questions in the chat. It would be a bit silly.
It would be, yeah, okay. Those,
Just ask yourself loads of questions.
Yeah. Hey, Mr. 42, how are you doing?
So those of the viewers who are not a part of the panel here, please questions, comments before we wrap up. Arthur, how you haven't been all here for the whole stream?
No.
How do you like it?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
With 3 jackasses. Liam goes on to say the hologram is omnipresent.
Yeah, I do appear on several live streams every now and then, and Liam is always there actually. So
Yeah.
He might
You might say
see
that,
me everywhere.
or you might as well say Liam is omnipresent.
As well, yeah.
Yes. What do you think, Liam?
I'm not even sure if he noticed the live stream that I did on Mr. Sensible, where I was not even a hologram. I was a human.
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 Exactly. Actually, from my elementary school days, my chemistry teacher was Mr. Homan. It was spelled Homan, and my geography teacher was Mr. Man, like Mann, Mr. Man.
Okay.
I
Sounds
think it was
very suspicious.
Yeah, I went to an international school when I lived in Belgium, so this chemistry teacher was Finnish, but Liam Wakefield, could you do a timeline graphic of your LGBTQ plus history? So that blasphemy, all right.
That was about me, that last line.
Liam, my personal LGBTQ plus timeline. I might do that at some point. Who knows? That would be that wouldn't be a very uneventful one. Yeah. Anyway, that wouldn't lack interesting events, and going from being fully in closet and in denial, to having a YouTube channel 9 years later. A YouTube channel talking about these things in public. So that's the brief history of time. Not as long as Mr. Hawking wrote, but I might go into further detail into regarding the more details. And I might as well take some guests on, so as well. You have mentioned many landmarks with people who are new to me, so seeing their history in context would be helpful. I've met what kind of landmarks are you, Liam? What kind of landmarks are you actually talking about? Because I don't quite follow. What you're going on. Limey Play. I don't know.
That is
Who's
a well-known person for me.
Limey Play says, I would like to know when Mr. Fortitude is going to return to the USS Enterprise to its rightful owners.
It is a silly question because in the universe, the USS Enterprise has not been built yet, Limey Play. You should know that. So when time comes, they can pick it up.
Yeah. Liam says, I didn't mean your personal history, but that would be interesting for whatever you want to release. So what exactly did you mean then by a timeline for your LGBT?
A timeline for your future developments on the channel, I guess.
Well, timeline graphic for your history, not future. But Limey Play, how's everyone? I am doing absolutely fabulous. Queer and fabulous as always. I hope you are doing well, and my panel members can perhaps talk for themselves.
You know me, Limey, I'm always good.
Yeah. And yeah. Anyway, so we are all absolutely well and dandy. So what kind of timeline we're actually? Yeah, I've got plenty of plans for this channel, and I will not be divulging. Okay. Too much. Liam says Stonewall riots, etc., and how the other people you talked about.
Oh, I think he means like famous people and events that are sort of central to the LGBTQ plus community.
Yeah. Perhaps. Oh yeah. I think it could also be that the timeline of the historical events, graphic timeline of the events that I've been going through. Could it be that, Liam? That's a good idea. No, because I've been doing the bits here and there, and I haven't done anything, cohesive, as in a list of timeline, putting them, in order. Yes, that is it. Okay, I might as well do some cohesive bit or bit or graphic timeline, but that is yet to follow. Anyway, to see how they all fit together. Yes, that is a very good idea, actually. And I might as well. That would require. For example, I would love to have the presence of lovely Mr. Weber for the timeline from a bit, another look. Another look at things. Super Ghost to Liam, how you keeping? I hope Limey Play is doing absolutely fabulous, as people typically are on my channel. Absolutely fabulous. Past, present, future. Not drunk yet. Neither am I. Even though it's not really a stiff one. But you know.
Oh, that was pretty funny, Arthur. That blurred out.
Yeah.
You are
You're
muted, by
muted.
the way. Arthur, you're muted.
Yeah, it's blurred out because I don't have any endorsement contracts with the Coca-Cola company.
Yeah, but it was funny because I usually see blurred out brands on television, but now it happened on your cam. That was funny.
For the first time, automatically on YouTube. Or
Exactly.
Yeah. For the first time ever, dear gentle people, this is the world premiere on YouTube of blurred brand names. Yeah. Limey is there chatting with Super Ghost, Liam as well. Anyway, I think lovely honey booze. It's time to go. Time to go for tonight. Gentlemen, do you have any perhaps closing comments, ideas, something to tell the audience, etc., etc.? Mr. Fortitude, perhaps.
Well, I will congratulate you on 1 year of your channel. Keep it up, and up to the next year, and many more to come. And for
Will
the people who don't know me yet, visit here.
Yes, precisely. Arthur, perhaps something, last thoughts, ideas, comments to the audience.
So, first of all, happy anniversary to Heidi's Corner.
Thank you. Super Ghost, do you have anything to any closing statements?
Yeah. Congratulations as well. I've always this going back to your sort of history history tour of LGBTQ plus. It'd also be quite interesting to see because I'm a massive nerd essentially. I'd love to see like your take on the like Marvel and DC and their LGBTQ plus characters, and yeah.
Why not? Yeah. Thank you very much. Let's take one last comment from Limey Play. A couple of hours in not today. I have only slept a few hours in the past couple of days. If I drank tonight, I'd be asleep before finishing my first one. Liam gets to. I suppose you will be awake for shills unless the bag is behaving, of course. And Limey Play, congrats on the 1 year. I look forward to seeing your next stream. Stay safe. Yeah, precisely. Thank you everyone so much who have been watching tonight. It means the world to me. Please check the links down below. There's links to my playlists. There are links to my Discord servers. You'll find them there. And last but not the least, the PayPal and the Patreon account links. If you see it fit, please go and click those links too. And I will see you in the next episode of Hades Corner.